Well, we have done it. We made it into the elimination round, ranking 14th in my group. And to be honest with you, it wasn't really as hard as I thought it was going to be. I actually logged in about an hour beforehand, took myself up from like 900th place up to like number 8. And then I just kind of camped out there. And whenever I saw myself get below, let's say 10 or 12, I'd go in, attack one person and kind of just maintain that area. And where I did think that it was going to go and just make it where you couldn't attack in that last half hour, then the 15 minutes, then 10 minutes, it actually ran to the very last second on this where you could go and attack. Now, immediately afterwards, the game got a little bit broken there with a whole bunch of server resets, but logging in now, we can finally go and see the elimination round. I was really hoping that being in this, I'd see some sort of different view than everybody else, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Now, when you go into the schedule and go to the elimination round, you can guess on each one of the 8 battles that's going to take place, or 8 tournaments, and pick which one of those 8 players you think is going to win. It looks like the game's hard setting you at 1,000 dice you can use on each one, can't go any more than that, but it does say that if you do win on it, you'll be receiving 1.5 times the amount, which really makes me wonder if we're going to have some sort of separate exchange shop after this, or if these dice are going to get turned right into radar. Now, you can already get kind of a good idea of who to bet on based by what everybody else is picking, and to the 8 of you that decide to bet on me, I hope I'm not going to do you wrong, but I don't have high hopes on this. I'm not even rocking an icy bubble on any of these, and I was losing to a lot of people that were a lesser power level than me, but I was still able to maintain up to maybe like 210 billion I was still taking down if there wasn't an icy bubble. Now, at the time of this recording, there's still about another 23 hours for this prediction and the betting on this, and I haven't actually received any instruction of what's going to happen through my mail or even in game, which really makes me think that when this timer goes up, it's just going to be an auto battler and you'll just see somebody sitting in that winner circle. So I am really hoping that I have a shot at this. I mean, I think it actually is going to be kind of a close call in my group. That one that everybody's betting on there does have 245 skill damage with like 55 reduction, but I do have him beat at 368 for my skill damage and then 211% for the reduction. But thank God that this person is using the Gale Airs here because they actually have 633% skill damage. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. I know that this Gale Airs isn't really performing how people would like with the whole thing with the rage and the combos in the game. It's not really doing well in that favor. But I'd probably say go with the majority on these, see what other people are doing for those dice, and probably just go and select those, unless you're big on brains on this and see something in there that they're not seeing. But this is what we know so far on it, and tomorrow we'll come back with the final video. Oh, and if you haven't actually selected your rewards inside this whole fishing event, want to know what you get? Take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.